You don't have to go far these days to find a little slice of Poland or Eastern Europe in your town. But for some in Peterborough, it's all too much.
This area has been completely and utterly swamped.
What language do you speak?
Services pushed to breaking point.
Right, pig sick, fed up to the teeth. We've had enough of it.
Back in Poland, are there any men left? Now one man's on a mission to bring them home. But can he really persuade Peterborough's Poles to go back?
I miss my home.
And who'd do the jobs if they left?
Fancy doing some vegetable picking tomorrow?
Oh, no, you're alright, mate. I prefer to sign on and do that.
Mass immigration once looked like this. At the turn of the last century, America had Ellis Island. Now at the turn of this one, Britain has Victoria Bus Station. Every week, thousands of Eastern Europeans arrive here, either directly from home or on shuttles from Stansted or Luton. It's the biggest influx of people to Britain for centuries, but unlike, say, Ellis Island, there's no paperwork and no official welcome.
Hi, welcome to England.
No.
No?
Poland.
Say welcome to England. Where have you come? Oh, let's not kill you just yet. Not till you built a house. Why have you come to London?
To the work.
Yeah? And what sort of job will it be?
Tomato. Picking, packing. Mother care, everything for a little baby.
Where do you work? Factory.
I work in Tesco's. Budowlana praca.
Do you think it'll be hard work in England?
No. I think easy work.
Easy work,
really? Easy.
Some were met by friendly employers.
I know the time I to go to work, my friend, go to work. TV only talk, nothing, give some money.
But why are so many coming here now? Well, here's the history bit. Once upon a time, East and Western Europe were divided by the old Iron Curtain. Then, after communism collapsed nearly 20 years ago, the European Union decided to expand to let them in. With East Germany already swallowed up, in 2004 another 8 former Soviet bloc countries were allowed to join. But only Sweden, Ireland and Britain allowed them the immediate right to enter and work. And since then, an estimated 800,000 people from Eastern Europe have come to Britain, the majority, nearly 500,000, from Poland. But nobody really knows any of the figures for sure. What most will do: picking, packing, building and factory work. It's all contributed to one of the fastest growing local economies in Britain. You can see why at this stonemasonry business just outside the city.
Where are you from?
I'm from Lithuania. I'm from Lithuania.
Where are you from?
Market Deepin.
Say again?
Market Deepin.
Where's that near?
Peterborough.
A large part of the workforce at Stamford Stone comes from Lithuania. Men like Thomas, who's worked here for 3 years.
What was it which attracted you here from Lithuania?
Like everyone come to England just for money.
How much better is the money here than Lithuania?
For example, I can earn in Lithuania per month £300. Yeah. Here I can do this per 1 week.
What do you spend your money on?
I have 2 cars, one Citroen and one Audi A4. 2 cars.
Why? Why 2 cars?
Because one just for work, one for weekend.
And Thomas, like his fellow countrymen, does love to work.
Normally I start work from 7 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Sometimes if I have special order or I'm staying late, I'm staying to 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Because should be done.
they're never late. They're always enthusiastic. As soon as they've finished one job, if they can't find their own next job, which they normally would do, they will quickly come and ask for what's wanted next of them.
If the Lithuanians all up stick one day and went back to Vilnius, would you and your business be in trouble here?
We'd be in serious trouble. Yeah, I'd probably think of closing down, I should think.
Really? Extra work? More hours? No tea breaks? What was this way of working? Better call the union. But the benefits of this hard work aren't apparent to everyone in Peterborough. In this area, it's the downside of immigration that's felt more keenly.
Hello there.
Councillor.
Correct.
I'm Tim Samuels. Hello.
I'm Tim.
Thanks.
Come in there, lad.
Sorry.
Yep.
Take Charles Swift OBE. He's lived here off the Lincoln Road most of his life. For 55 years he's been councillor for the New England ward.
I should put a rocket round somebody, to be perfectly truthful, because the stupid little things that we're getting from what I call petty officialdom level is just not on.
As the blunt-speaking leader of Peterborough Council in the early 70s, he agreed to house 50 Asian families in the newly built city after thousands were forcibly expelled from Uganda.
Tonight we have Mrs. Jones and her merrymakers.
Special entertainment was even laid on.
I'm a Henry in the eye, I am.
But Britain's decision to house the Ugandan Asians sparked angry demonstrations led by the far-right National Front and whipped up by...
But what we're not facing up to the fact is, and everybody's seemingly turning a blind eye and thinking it doesn't affect them, is the change and the rapid change that is taking place. And I live right in the centre of it.
You have been pro-immigration, say, for the last 40, 50 years.
We've always been happy because it's been controlled. There's been a system.
You know, if you could take me round and... The councillor agreed to show me the problem. How'd you get around?
Use your bloody feet, lad, like I do.
He got on his bike. I got his wife's.
I can get round my ward in 20 minutes on my bike.
Right.
Hey, all right, young man. Fine, thank you.
Not the easiest to keep up with.
Now, you see the green bins, haven't you?
Oh, but you've gone... Just wait there a sec.
I didn't think you'd see that. Are you all right?
Fine.
Good.
All good.
What he should have had is a couple of my jock straps, didn't he, before he come out?
Don't worry.
What troubled him most was the number of local people, he said, were selling up to landlords, who then rented the houses to foreign tenants, often overcrowding them.
Every house from here up to the top and this other side have all been bought up by these speculators. People come around 10, 11 o'clock at night, knock on your door, you know, and offer you cash out of a briefcase.
Once they moved in, the councillor said, new foreign tenants often failed to understand basic local issues, like rubbish collection.
Dump.
Real mess, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is just fly tipping, which you get in many other parts of the area. These are all full of immigrants and people that have come. That should be full of paper, because they don't know. So if we don't enter them, they just tip them.
And is this a problem now, people?
Oh, Christ, it's a major problem. Hello, Doctor. That's the bloke you want to go and have a word with.
Next, he introduced us to the local GP. Dr. Moda was, it turned out, trying to deal with a massive influx of foreign patients.
What language do you speak?
Polish.
Polish.
Okay.
His surgery had received 1,000 new immigrant patients in the previous 6 months. Virtually all from Eastern Europe.
Welcome to Language Line Services. Please hold for an operator.
And without funds for an interpreter, he has to rely on a language line to translate. But it's time-consuming and expensive.
Little baby cries.
And it doesn't always go smoothly.
Yeah, what language do you require?
Question.
Я, короче, рот открылась, она все, что съедает, все выходит обратно.
Hello?
Do you get enough money for your practice to cover the sheer
influx of patients that you've had in the last few years?
Well, we do get some money which is attached to the capital from the practice, but believe me, that's not enough.
And his local councillor believes the sheer number of foreigners arriving simply isn't being recorded, let alone being matched by any proper investment.
How many people would the government officially say live in Peterborough?
Well, they haven't got a clue.
But what do they say officially though?
Well, they say there's about 160,000, but we know, and as I've said repeatedly, and other people too, there's 20 or 30,000 people over and above that figure. They're working on 2001 figures.
So that means there's less central money coming in, which you think means that some of the local services here are suffering?
I don't mean. I ought to know, didn't I? Damn it all, I've been there 54 already years. I can see the standards dropping. Are you with me?
By the time we reached the local primary school, which he said lacked the funds to cope with its 24 languages, Charlie Swift, former Labour Council leader, now an independent, was in his stride.
The ordinary chappie in the street, you know, if you stop and talk to them, they're right pig-sick, fed up to the teeth. They can see standards deteriorating all the way round, and they repeatedly say to you, enough is enough, Charles. We've had enough of it.
Just a few hours with Councillor Swift gives you a powerful sense of local worries. And you don't have to walk far in this area before you're confronted by a concerned resident.
What did you say?
I lived down here for 27 years.
Yeah?
Well, it's like a mini Los Angeles round here now. Sofas laying out in the street, rubbish on the streets, can't go out your front door at night, kids smashing into cars getting wrecked, the whole lot.
Say Eastern European?
No, English, going against them. The Eastern Europeans, to tell you the truth, they do their job. They live here, they work hard, and they pay their taxes. Good luck to them. All right?
Cheers.
It was hard to get a clear picture in Peterborough.